All right, so this week in class we started talking about the counting principle, and we're going to be getting into combining some probabilities here, looking at the probability of more than one event at the same time. So the counting principle is a good tool to use in order to figure out how many possible outcomes you could have when you are combining events. So let's look at how we use this. So the counting principle itself tells you how many outcomes are possible when you're combining things. When you have multiple events you're testing and you want to know how many possible outcomes there are, you can use the counting principle by multiplying the total outcomes for each event together. So in the example we have here, how many two-letter combinations are possible if you use each letter of the alphabet only once? So let's say for our first letter we could just choose from any of the 26 letters of the alphabet. So that means for letter 1 we have 26 choices. Alright, now an important part of this problem is that we are using each letter only once. So for letter 2 we are going to have one less choice, because say you pick A for your first letter, you cannot pick A again. So that means you're only going to have 25 choices. So what we do is we multiply our total number of outcomes for our first event by the total number of outcomes by our second event, and we get the total number of combined outcomes. So 26 times 25 is going to give us 650 possible outcomes or combinations of letters. Pretty easy. So we've got a couple more examples here. So you go to the snack bar to buy a bagel and a drink for lunch. You can choose from a plain bagel, a blueberry bagel, or a raisin bagel. Then you can either get water or a sports drink. So the two events that we're comparing here, that we're combining here, are our bagel, I'm just going to abbreviate it, and our drink. So we had a total of 3 bagels we could choose from, and a total of 2 drinks we could choose from. Believe it or not, I will not need the calculator for this. We can make 6 different combinations with our bagels and our drinks. A restaurant offers 4 sizes of pizza, 2 types of crust, and 8 toppings. So this time we're combining 3 different things. We've got our 4 sizes, we've got our 2 types of crust, and we've got our 8 toppings. So we're going to multiply 4 times 2 times 8, and we will have 64 total pizzas, or possible pizzas, that we could make with these combinations. So that's it, the counting principle. We're just multiplying.